Okay, this is topic is from paper 1, and this is related to the first Islamic community. And the first Islamic community, we have the 10 blessed companions, we have the Prophet's wives, okay, we have the Prophet's descendants, and the scribes of the divine revelation. Okay, these are those personalities that have been asked in the CA exam so many times, like the Prophet's grandson Hassan and Hussein, it came twice. And also we have Hazrat Hamza. Okay, it came 5 times at least. Abu Bakr, Ali, Umar, Usman, Talha, and Zubair. Sorry, Usman, Abu Talib. These are the personalities which are particularly highlighted, and we can identify from this set of that at least these are almost uh, how many personalities? We can say that 25 or 26 personalities are there, which are here, that we need to understand that they are important to go through. We need to understand that these are important ones. Okay, and many times they have been repeated. Okay, so first of all, prepare those personalities which have been asked so many times. Even if it had been asked only once or twice, you have to prepare all these personalities. We need to prepare, and we will prepare these things, okay, from our today onward classes. Okay, our main focus will be on these personalities, and later on, side by side, we will also revise question number 2 and question number 3, life of the Holy Prophet, peace upon him, also. So to begin, we will start with the wives of the Holy Prophet, peace upon him. And our today's first focus is on Hazrat Sawda Radhiyallahu anha. Okay, Sawda bint Zama. And we have Aisha bint Abi Bakr Radhiyallahu anhu, and Hafsa Radhiyallahu anha bint Umar Radhiyallahu anhu, and Umme Salamah. Okay, today first of all we'll discuss these four wives of the Holy Prophet, Sawda, Aisha, Hafsa, and Umme Salama. Okay, after the death of Khadija Radhiyallahu anha, Khadija died on 10th Ramzan, 10th year of prophethood. Okay, 10th Ramzan, 10th year of prophethood. And after the death of Khadija Radhiyallahu anha, Prophet peace upon him felt lonely and gloomy, and he was very much concerned and worried about his family and his daughters. So people, they recommended him to marry Sawda, because Sawda was first married to Sakran. Okay, Sakran bin Amr. You must mention that she was first married to Sakran bin Amr, and they had migrated to Abyssinia. Okay, and there Sakran died. Okay, Sakran died in Abyssinia, and she was the only Muslim woman in her family. Okay, Sakran died at the same time when Khadija Razilullah anha died. So people, they recommended Holy Prophet peace upon him to marry Sauda. Okay, because she also needed support, and she can better look after the Prophet peace upon him's daughters. So Prophet peace upon him, Prophet married her to give her a support, and also he needed a wife for his children and household chores. Okay, because so this is how Sauda Razilullah anha was married to the Prophet peace upon him. Sauda, Prophet married Sauda in the 10th year of prophethood. Okay, you can mention it, Prophet peace upon him married Sauda in the month of Shawwal, 10th year of prophethood. Khadija died in Ramzan. Okay, 10th year of prophethood, and Prophet peace upon him married Sauda in 10th year of prophethood. Okay, and she was very much humble. She was very much simple. She was very much loving and affectionate. Okay, she migrated to Medina, and she migrated along because when Prophet peace upon him migrated to Medina, she was left behind along with the Prophet's family. Later on, Prophet peace upon him had sent Zaid bin Harisa radhiyallahu ta'ala anhu. Okay, and through Zaid bin Harisa, Prophet's family and Abu Bakr's family was brought to Medina. Okay, she looked after the Prophet peace upon him, daughter Umme Kulsum, and also Fatma radhiyallahu ta'ala anha. They both migrated along with the Holy Prophet, along with Zaid bin Harisa. Okay, afterwards in Medina, okay, you can mention that her apartment and her room was first built beside Masjid Nabawi. Okay, the first accommodation that was built beside Masjid Nabawi, that was the house and the apartment of Hazrat Sawda Razila Talanha, and then afterward other apartments and other rooms were built. Okay, and then you can mention that Aisha Razilat Anha would often that Sawda Razilat Anha would often give up her turn in favor of Aisha Razilat Anha. Okay, you can mention that that she was very much simple and she performed Hajj and Umrah with the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. And finally, after the death of the Holy Prophet, peace upon him, she followed the Prophet, peace upon him's instruction to that much strictly that Prophet, peace upon him, had advised his wives not to go unnecessary out of their homes. She followed that advice that much that she even did not leave her house even for the performance of Hajj or Umrah. Fine, because she said that she had already performed and she spent a retired life after the death of the Holy Prophet, peace be upon him. She had narrated five ahadith from the Holy Prophet and she passed away in 22nd or 23rd AH, okay, during the caliphate of Umar Raziyallahu Ta'ala anhu, and she was buried in Jannatul Baqi. Okay, that was about Hazrat Sawda Raziyallahu Ta'ala anha. ओके वेन एवर यू हैव टू प्रिपेयर, आप जब भी पढ़ें तो पढ़ने के बाद साथ साथ फिर उन चीज़ों को रिकॉल किया करो कि फर्स्ट मैरिज किससे थी, प्रॉफिट के साथ शादी कब हुई थी, कोई स्पेसिफिक अगर कोई रेलिवेंट इवेंट है तो उसको भी साथ के साथ मेंशन करो. देन वी हैव हफ्सा रजी अल्लाह ताला अन्हा, अनदर वाइफ्स ऑफ द होली प्रॉफिट, पीस बी अपॉन हिम. हम हज़रत आयशा का और हज़रत खदीजा का अलग से डिटेल में डिस्कस करेंगे बिकॉज उनके बारे में 10 मार्क का क्वेश्चन यूजुअली आता है. ठीक है, तो उसको सेपरेटली डिटेल में डिस्कस करूंगा आपके साथ. Okay, so Hafsa bint Umar, okay, daughter of Umar Razilata anhu, and she was first married to Khunes bin Huzaifa. Khunes. And she first migrated to Medina. Okay, she first migrated to Abyssinia. Okay, Abyssinia, and then later on migrated to Medina. Okay, mentioned that she first migrated to Abyssinia and then she later on migrated to Medina. And Khunes was martyred in the Battle of Badr. Okay, in the Battle of Badr, Khunes achieved martyrdom. Okay, and after the waiting period of Hafsa was over, okay, Prophet peace upon him married her in order to give her support and protection and to further strengthen his ties with Umar's tribe. Umar's tribe was Banu Adi. Umar was from which tribe? He was from Banu Adi tribe. So Khunes was martyred in the battle of Badr. Okay, you have to mention in your answer. And then you can mention that after the death of Khunes, Umar offered the marriage of his daughter to Usman. Okay, Umar had offered the marriage of his daughter Hafsa to Usman, but Usman refused. Umar complained Holy Prophet, peace be upon him, that Usman had declined the marriage proposal of his daughter. So Prophet, peace upon him, said that Hafsa will marry better than Usman. Hafsa will marry better than Usman. And Usman will marry better than Hafsa. Usman will marry better than Hafsa. Because at the same time, at the time of the Battle of Badr, Ruqayya had also died. Okay, Ruqayya was the Prophet's daughter that was married to Usman. ओके, बदर के टाइम पे हजरत रुकैया की भी डेथ हुई थी ना, तो इस वजह से हजरत उमर ऑफर्ड हिज डॉटर हफ्सा इन मैरिज ऑफ उस्मान और उस्मान हैज़ रिजेक्टेड. ठीक है, जब हजरत उमर ने हजरत प्रॉफिट को कंप्लेन की तो फिर प्रॉफिट पीस अपॉन हिम ने हजरत उमर को कंसोल कैसे किया, कहा कि हफ्सा विल मैरी बेटर देन उस्मान. हफ्सा वाज मैरिड टू द प्रॉफिट मोहम्मद, पीस बी अपॉन हिम, एंड उस्मान विल मैरी बेटर देन हफ्सा. ओके, एंड उस्मान वाज मैरिड टू द प्रॉफिट सेकंड डॉटर उम्मे कुलसूम रजी अल्लाह ताला अन्हा. Okay, she was extremely learned and she was fond of learning, and she used to exchange her knowledge with Aisha Radhiyallahu anha, and they both were known for their knowledge, for their memory. She had narrated 60 ahadith. Okay, and you can even mention that after the death of her father, she became the custodian of the book, okay, Mus'haf, the Holy Quran, and later on this book was returned to and given to Hazrat Usman Radhiyallahu anhu, and this copy came to be known as Mus'haf al-Hafsa. Okay, describe these things in your answer. And you can mention that it also gives the women were also important responsibilities, and they were Usman was given the title Zulnurain. Okay, हम हज़रत उस्मान में ये चीज़ को डिस्कस करेंगे. ठीक है कि what title has been given, that Usman was called Zulnurain because of these two daughters were married to the Prophet peace upon him. Two daughters were married to Usman, and you can mention that she died in 45 and she was buried in Jannatul Baqi. Okay, this you have to describe, okay, some of the important key events, and she narrated a hadith and of the Holy Prophet, peace upon him. Okay, these are the basic details that you must mention in your answer. Then we have Umme Salama, another wife of the Holy Prophet, peace be upon him. So her real name was Hind binte Abi Umayya. Okay, it's not Ali Umayya, it's Abi Umayya. Correct it with you in your notes. Hind binte Abi Umayya bin Mughira. And I hope that you remember that Abu Umayya bin Mughira was the same person who was there at the time of the fixing of Black Stone, who had advised that the first person to enter Kaaba will solve this issue. So she was the daughter of Abi Umayya, okay, bin Abi ibn Mughira, and his father was a leader of his tribe, okay, and she spent a very luxurious life, and she was married to Abu Salama. Okay, she was married to Abu Salama. She was known as Umme Salama, and she was married to Abu Salama, and they both had migrated to Abyssinia, and they were amongst the early converts. Okay, they migrated in the second group, and they migrated in the first group, and they came back to Makkah when the rumors were spread, and later on she migrated to Medina. Okay, and afterwards you have to mention that her husband died in the battle of Ohad. Okay, he received several injuries, and because of those injuries, he died in the after the battle of Ohad. He died, and after the waiting period was over, Prophet peace upon him married her in 4 age. You can even mention that when Prophet peace upon him sent a marriage proposal, she felt reluctant. Okay, because of three things: because of her age, because of her children, and because she mentioned that she found jealousy in his heart. Okay, she was reluctant in accepting the marriage proposal because of three reasons: because of her age, because of her children, because she was very much concerned about her children, and also because she felt jealousy in his heart, in her heart. So that is why the Prophet peace upon him answered her, saying that, as for your age, I am also of too much age, and as for your children are my children. And also he has mentioned that I can pray to Allah Almighty to remove this jealousy from your heart. Okay, and she accepted the marriage proposal, and she was one of the expert. We can say that she was expert in the human psyche. She was jealous of the okay, jealousy could be from other wives, from the other women, or from the praise of other people. ठीक है, ऐसा होता है. ठीक है, कि कोई दूसरे की तारीफ हो रही हो या किसी चीज़ दिल में जेलसी हो सकती है किसी भी चीज़ की वजह से. ठीक है, तो इस वजह से she expressed her three things reasons. ठीक है, उन्होंने इस तरीके से बताया. तो Prophet peace upon him told her that her children are his children, and her as for her age, Prophet peace upon him mentioned that he too is of too much age, and that he can pray to Allah Almighty to remove this jealousy from her heart. And she accepted the proposal, and they both got married. And I told you that she was very much expert in the human psyche. Okay, human psychology. Okay, she was expert in the human psychology, almost of same age. Okay, not that much difference was there. Okay, you can mention that she was there at the time with the Prophet peace be upon him, when Prophet peace upon him went for Umrah, and there he was stopped at Hudaybiyah, and there at that time she um, advised the Holy Prophet Muhammad peace be upon him, okay, to do the things himself. That Prophet peace upon him, when he commanded his companions to put off their ihram and to sacrifice their sacrificial animals, but he didn't receive any positive response. So at that time she had noticed, and she advised Holy Prophet Muhammad peace upon him to do it himself. Go out, don't say anything to your companion, and whatever commands that you are giving to your companions, do it yourself. Prophet peace upon him followed her advice, and when the companions saw him doing and sacrificing his animal, and when the companions they saw him getting his head shaved, say, so they also followed him. So she persuaded the Prophet to forgive the three companions who did not go for Tabuk expedition. Okay, that was Hilal bin Umayyah, Murrah bin Rabi, and Malik. Okay, Ka'b bin Malik. So she was the one who advised Holy Prophet and suggested and persuaded him to do this. She outlived all of the Prophet wives, and she died in the age of 60. She died in 60 or 63 age, and his funeral prayer was offered by Abu Huraira, and she was buried in Jannatul Baqi. You can write in amongst all the wives, you can write that they were buried in Jannatul Baqi, except for Khadija radhiyallahu ta'ala anha. Rest of all the Prophet wives were buried in Jannatul Baqi, the graveyard of Medina. Okay, so this is what you can mention about Umme Salama. So we have discussed four of the Prophet's wives. Two we will discuss separately. Okay, in our another class.